It says below, he that formeth the mountains and created the wind and declares it to men what is his thought. Yeah, the Most High is controlling everything. He declared man what is in his thought. Because it says, how can a man understand his own way, lest the Most High direct his steps? So you don't know when everybody's going to trip out. You don't know when, they're going to push that emergency button now to get things rolling, where everything is chaotic and shit. And they plan to do that martial law. They got a military, a high military force that come in, take care of things. SWAT teams, secret agents, what they call it when they protect the president. Secret agencies, secret service. Trump got shot at and shit. It says that maketh the morning darkness and treadeth upon the high places of the earth. The Lord, the God of hosts, the power of hosts is his name, Yahawah. He is to be, he exists. He's the one that sends all these commands on the earth. And these people act like nothing's going on, man. It's a lot going on. I mean, this should be talked about in the schools. This should be talked about at the jobs, man, about this war coming up. Jake approached it. He said first thing he should say, man, you hear about that? They don't even talk about that stuff. You hear about what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on in the world, man? What's your opinion of it? Well, it's in the Bible. So that's what we're doing. We're warning our people before it comes, man. Yeah. And America's always had a acting, a mask on. I mean, come on. They act like nothing's going on. They always do that. So you gotta prepare yourself before the time, because they lying to you, man. If the churches ain't talking about what's going on, prophecy in this world or what's going on, they making you feel comfortable in this place. And Most High said, get that first Thessalonians 5 and 21. Because it's gonna really creep up on our people, man. They ain't gonna be ready for it. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. And it reads, but when they shall say peace and safety, go ahead. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Yeah, our people, even with Kamala Harris, like there's a new chance and a new hope for America because it's a new face. It's a woman now. Especially a so-called black woman. She might be an Edomite. They say her father's a Benjamite, but who knows? They might be lying about that. She know about the truth. She know about the 12 tribes. So she might just be Duke and Jake with a lie on that. These are basically actors in the White House. It says they shall wonder whose names are not written in the book. They think about this stuff all the time. Yeah. Shalom to brothers and sisters who are coming for it. It says, it's almost. As travail upon a woman with child. Yeah, she don't know she feels the birth pains, but she don't know when the water's gonna break. She could be at the store. She could be, she could be riding in the car. When that water breaks, she gotta go. She gotta call the hospital. The baby's coming out, man. know. And it even says, it says, mourn Israel like a woman in travail, you know. And what are the birth pains? The birth pains are starting, they being manifest. Things are happening, chaotic things, war, neighbor against neighbor, like it says in the scripture. Things are being shaken up. What happens over there in the Middle East and Ukraine and Russia and all that stuff over there, it affects over here. That's why America got to get involved, especially when Israel is involved. They're allies, you know, to the end of this thing. Go ahead.
It continues, and they shall not escape.
They shall not escape. You know? So that's what the Most High is going to bring on this place. And confusion. That's the worst. That's the worst. One of the worst. Almost the worst state you could be in is confused, man. That's why Most High, if you go to the Old Testament, he said, I gotta get rid of the man and the beast, or the woman and the beast, if they lie down with you, because it causes confusion. You got to get rid of confusion. This is a whole ball of confusion over here. You got men want to be women, women want to be men. You got in between trannies and like people don't know what they want to be. You know, got all this madness in the damn industry and all that. Got the box, the TV that spews all kind of madness with preachers and celebrities, rappers and singers and entertainment, foolery and all that, man. And they got high views, you know what I'm saying? Like they put on a pedestal over here. The harlot is put on a pedestal over here. She get more accolades than all the women on earth and shit.
Yeah, just like we seen that dude Mark Zuckerberg, he built a 7-foot tall statue for his wife and put it out in the yard and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They talk about all the husbands in the earth are nervous now. For what? Who is this woman? Woman ain't nobody. She probably ain't even no Israelite. Like this big ass statue. Yahawashi don't even got a statue. Yeah.
That's the madness. You know, that's what people enjoy. You know, it says the wicked encourage themselves in an evil manner, and they encourage others to do wicked like them, man. You know, the misery love company. They want to get all people, you know, having bitches and high harlots in the industry, and they want other women to be like harlots and shit. You know, they don't want nobody telling them like that's not right. When it say they rebuked him hated him that rebuked them the cake. This is the call. This is your call and your final warning, your final curtain call, man. If you don't listen to this call, it's just destruction, man. What Most High said, I'm fed up with Israel. Like the whole head, from the sole of the foot to the top of the head, they sick, man. You know? And what did Most High do for his judgment? Allow them to send missiles over here, man. Water, it was water first, now it's fire, man. You know? Proverbs 12 and 5. And Israel always got a hang up, like they got to be proven more. Like, all right, then what about this? All right, then what about? Hey, if you don't see it, Most High didn't reveal it to you, man. If you don't see that they are that who the enemy is, Most High didn't reveal it to you. If you don't see that this is Babylon, great confusion, Most High didn't reveal it to you, man. You know, a lot of Jakes don't even think America's gonna be destroyed, especially if Kamala Harris get into office. That's a new slate for them as far as their hope and shit. Oh shit, we really doing something now. They fall back into that comfortable state, man. The Most High gonna still ruffle them feathers, man. You know? What is she gonna do? stop the women from going to war, she ain't gonna be making the head honcho decisions, man. It's a system behind her that's controlling her, as giving her the duties of what to do. Even as a as a potential president, a runner, whatever.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 5, and it reads, the thoughts of the righteous are right.
The thoughts of the righteous are right, man. We thinking on the right path, getting out of here, doing right to the Lord, not getting involved with this war, not enlisting ourselves in the military, not being taken up into these high art, colleges to where we get taken away from the duty of the Most High. Because there's only two sides of the coin, man. There's no in between, man. It's only two sides of the fence. You can't be on the fence. You're gonna get destroyed, man. You can't play the Most High and act like you hop on the good side of the fence when things are bad, and then when things are so-called good, you go do your folliness, man. You're gonna get caught out there in your folly. It's gonna happen when you out there. Go ahead. But the Most High is gonna steer your heart away to go out there because He don't want you as a servant. Go ahead.
But the counsels of the wicked are deceit.
The counsels of the wicked are deceit. Man. Even going back to the Roman Empire, the rebirth, the Renaissance. They did a lot of great deceiving and stuff. And then when we came over to this land, they beat us down, took our language, called us monkeys or whatever. Say that we, didn't even have. They didn't want us to have nothing to do with royalty. And then Jake believed that shit. And now they building up this system, so-called mega system, to where you feel like you got something going on here, man.
Just like we were talking yesterday, they trying to be immortal. They trying to make an artificial birthright. Like Jake don't think that the word, like why would they make the word immortal? Why would they make that word and put it in the dictionary if it couldn't be something that could be done? Somebody on the earth is going to be immortal. That's why its definitions on it.
That's why it's in man's mind. Most High brought it in man's mind to know what. Because it says in the scriptures, the earthy is of the earth, and the heavenly is the heaven. But how does the man of the earth know what the heavens are about? If the Most High didn't send His Son down and perform angelic things on the earth, was man able to see? Now it's evidently clear, like, man, we're dealing with a higher power. Even going back to when Adam was made from the dust of the ground. Most High breathed wisdom, knowledge, and wisdom into him. Taught him how to cultivate the earth and the things that needed to be taken care of that was already made. This stuff over here is not being taken care of properly, man. That's why everything is dying, man. Even the fish of the sea. It said we should have dominion over the fish of the sea, the fowls of the air. They're not being properly taken care of, man. This earth is in shambles, man. Especially here in America, man. They got, like you said, they got artificial everything, man. They want you to look at a damn woman through a fucking artificial and make that your girlfriend instead of a real ass woman, man. That's some bogus ass shit, man.
And they counteracting that, like trying to make you feel like that's better by having these women out here act like harlots, man.
Yeah.
Promoting them to be wicked.
Yeah.
So it make it to where it's just like, basically it's like, it's better to just wait until the Lord bring you a woman, because any other way, well, we done tried to do things our own way, and look where that got us.
And everything that we have encountered in the past, we're making this about women, but it's attached to this devil, man. Like these contracts, these fucking custody battles, divorce papers and all that.
Take half your money, half your own child support. Now you're really a slave bill. You got two taskmasters on your ass now. You got your woman and Esau, man. We don't want that shit.
Yeah. And they take most of the man's money.
Yeah. So man would not like on a good woman. So, Jake, we know we want women, but we just gotta be careful, Yeah. Women out here, the devil is able to gain access to them.
Well, that's good. That's good. We talked about it because go to I think it's Ecclesiastes 21:2. It might be Barak in the pocket. 21:2. This is what Eve should have done in the garden, but it was, of course, it was for a reason. But we learning that. Most High had us learning about Eve, about Adam, and what happened in the fall, and why we're here today, why we're subject to payments under oppression. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 2. And it reads, flee from sin as from the face of the serpent.
As from the face of the serpent. Who came to Eve the serpent? Told her philosophies, and now it's all kind of sin that comes from it.
I seen another video talking about they got a girl code, blah, 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 and I'm not sharing no man. This is how these women think. They proud. They think that they really deserve one man to themselves. They really believe that. And that's just not how it goes.
So she should have went back to Adam and said, "Hey, the serpent told me this, and hey, I ain't listening to it, man. Flee from sin as the face of a serpent. Now, what is the serpent going to do? Well, in a philosophical way, go to Sirach 12 and 13.
Jump to
Yeah, when we Okay, go ahead.
Okay. That's on the face of the serpent, for if thou comest too near it,
if you come too near the serpent, he's gonna what?
It will bite thee.
You can't charm. It's gonna say that too, but you can't charm the serpent into being nice to you, man. There wasn't no actual snake, but it you could set some references and examples of an actual snake when he come up on you, man. Yeah, he doesn't. He's creeping in the garden without, and as soon as you get close enough, he gonna get you, man.
When you go into that word serpent, it talks about to practice divination, enchantment. Snakes can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's talking about a particular people.
Yeah, exactly. But you could use that as just a small example.
Yeah.
Because they are, snakes are really, tricky, and they wait up on you and, wait for the strike. But yeah, all the philosophies and the witchcraft, and Jake don't see it. That's why this is the only defense that's open up our minds and let us know that, damn, we're in a state of witches and warlocks. We're in a state of magic and shit. We're in a state of illusions. This is Wizard of Oz right here, man.
Got people under a spell thinking that this is reality,
Yeah. Shalom, brothers and sisters.
It says, the teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men.
Yeah, hey, you can't escape the teeth of the lion. Hey, when the teeth sinks in your body, the lion is trying to eat your ass up, man. He's trying to destroy you.
Yeah. Like you said, it said Esau Edom is a roaring lion.
Yeah. He go about seeking who he may devour.
That's that seed line, man.
Yeah.
That's still.
And that's why they got these all these things set up before you to go to get into, to engage in, like the churches, like the schools, like the entertainment, and all you see is the entertainment are people falling in dark places and shit, man, losing money, getting sacrificed, man.
And then now on the other side, they try to make it seem like they the righteous.
Yeah.
And they set up all these little small towns, especially out here in the Bible Belt. They got a bunch of little small towns with not a lot of people in them, and they brainwashed the shit out of the people, man.
Yeah.
Had them all over the slave Bible, man. You know?
Yeah. That's another trickery, the devil about slave Bible, man. Then you had the Willie Lynch letter. That was a straight tactic, declaration of war against Israel to rise no more, to not even acknowledge their power, acknowledge what's in this Bible.
They always do that by putting a little bit of lies with the truth. So that slave Bible, they took 70% of the Bible out, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, flip some words, man.
Flip some words around, man.
So the Bible Destruction Group. You know?
1800.
Yeah. So, Most High still gave us the truth. His word won't return void now. Now his word is in us. Now we can see clearly who this devil is. I don't care. We ain't talking about average Edomites. We ain't talking about the average nations, people of the nation. We're talking about the hierarchy. We're talking about them in their high places.
Like when you see them,
that's where they do all their deceitful work. They don't do it in front of your face. I mean, they do, but they do it with trickery, like the Democrat and Republic thing, man. Go ahead, you was gonna say something.
I was just saying, like, they own all them crates and ships, and that's the people we talking about, the Rawchas, these big banking families. You know, they think we just talking about somebody who owned the football stadium. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the ones who running everything, man. You know, that's the ones that we really got to fight with.
Yeah,
you know.
Now, did you get that piece of that? No. So Barak 12 and 13.
Oh, we had done it.
Yeah.
It said Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent?
Bitten by a serpent, man. Like, you ain't gonna get no pity if you keep messing with the serpent when he bites you, man. And that's why people keep doing. They keep messing with the serpent, man. You know? And they get bit every time. They get set up. Section 8 and the welfare system of this place, it used to be for the soldiers that came, that when they was out to war for their wives, and a lot of them became brothels because they have all their wives in that one brothel and all that, and then they'll start prostituting themselves, by their men at war. But now they didn't pass that down. The welfare crew got rich and built up, some financial sustainable power through the system, and now our people on welfare. But this is the welfare of poverty, though. They welfare wasn't like that, man. They actually, welfare means you taking care of your well-being. They didn't take care of Jake's well-being on welfare. Food stamps that you buy your groceries, it's like feeding a dog apple every day. That ain't nothing, man. If they had the power, they would have been saying, well, hey, this ain't fair. Which they did. They do protests and all that. The NAACP, they tied into the system. Black Lives Matter is tied into the system. Because Jake don't think he can make it, he don't think he can make a stand without the system. He don't think he could be successful without the system. So they got that's how they got power. They got everything tied into this economic life world that you need. If you run out of money, that's your ass, man. Where you gonna get money from, man? Where you gonna get resources from? Where you gonna get food? Okay, yeah, you got a couple of churches that pass out food. You don't want to live like that. Your woman ain't gonna stay with you if you talking about, yeah, we gotta get our food from the church. We living off the grid. Well, I'm tired of this. We need a car. We need a house. What if we have children? How are we gonna live? So she runs to the system, And then she tried to succeed within the system, which is her go-to is basically college and shit, or being a nurse, or being a caretaker, or being working for a court system, a probation officer. You know, ain't no woman gonna be in Kamala Harris' place. They groomed this bitch. She was young in this stuff. They got her like a what, little bit over, like she looked like about 20, 25 in that picture. She was a harlot for them, man. You know? When you go in that status, you gotta give up your ass, man.
They were saying that picture was fake.
Yeah.
They were saying that picture was fake, but it do like it's really like what she looked like.
Yeah.
For the spirit. That's how the Lord look at it. You know, she's feasting with the beast. So, you know.
Not only that, she said Cardi B is her favorite rapper.
So it might be a chance that it is real, but even if it ain't, she loves harlots. Yeah. So that's how.
And every woman that goes up to, just like that Marilyn Monroe thing with John F. Kennedy. Like Marilyn Monroe was pouring herself, and Monica Lewinsky and all that.
Yeah.
Like she was his secretary. They got to get involved with that political office stuff. You know? So Eve is still talking with the serpent. Still, the serpent is still in their ear. And who does things according to a lot of times how Negroes move is according to what the woman tells them. If a woman tells them to join the church, you should join the church. He's out there hustling like, I don't know, you know. He get caught a few times, go to jail. He be like, damn, I gotta get my life right. Well, I'm gonna listen to my girl. She's telling me, you know what I'm saying, church is the way. They get up in the church. Or a woman might send her children to the military. Like, y'all gotta get out of here. Y'all going old 17. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all grown ass men. And then they enlist in the military, man. It's always that damn connection with the beast. And that's why they're coming for us. Because, you know, in our minds we're separated from them. And they want to keep us occupied in those kind of fields so they can implement the MOTP. All this, just like your money is hooked up to, you can't get no food without money. You can't get a house. You can't get a car. When you on food stamps, you can't give them a lot of food stamps, double food stamps to pay for this car. You only can buy food with that. They try to hustle with it and shit and flip it, but you ain't gonna get much from that. Because everybody got food stamps. Man. Like let me sell you some food stamps. I'm good. I just got some food stamps. Easy money, man. That's free money. You can sign up for the program and get that, and immediately, the same day. All that money and shit. All those coins and money. What about the dollar? It got a damn new world order on that shit, man. It got a plan on that thing, man. Teaching the Bible. Yeah. That's all we need is awesome. Awesome. So the Most High made it. So now women got to understand. Now they got to understand that, yeah, you listen to the serpent. I know I had him hearken to his wife, but you let the devil in your mind to separate from Adam. When a woman hears some weird stuff, she's supposed to take it back to the man. When your children come home, what a two-parent home is supposed to be. They supposed to be like, Daddy, this is what happened in school today. What do they teach in school today? Well, he is a man, he kind of acts funny though. Like how? Weird. Like, you know, you got a Mo in there teaching your children and shit. You don't know what the hell he's up to and shit. A pedophile up in there. You know, that's how people get close to children and shit. They go into those fields. So it ain't safe in school. It ain't safe in church. It's not safe in the military. Like we said, they're gonna be drafting people, man. You know?
Or any such as come out wild beasts. Any such as come out wild
Yeah, yeah. But like we said, it was philosophies of a nation, of a people that not to mess with. Imagine the philosophies that he was just telling Eve, run it down. Hey, you shall not surely die as a damn lie. Most High sent the serpent, just like he sent Satan upon Job. He sent the serpent in the garden, man. He didn't do that by himself. Because hey, if you a king and you have dominion of the earth, and then you get, I'm not saying that when you start making decisions of your own heart, you think you got it, and then Most High said you ain't got it. If you got it, then let's see what you're gonna do when I send the serpent. And they failed that mission. You know? They fell hard, man. When you go to that scripture, oh Adam, what hast thou done? In the apocrypha. That's why Yahawashi had to come, the second Adam. You know, the one that brings us back to life. Everybody believes in Adam, but they don't believe in Yahawashi.
It's the second Esdras, chapter 7, verse 48. And it reads, O thou Adam,
Oh thou Adam, go ahead.
what hast thou done?
What hast thou done, man? Go ahead.
For though it was thou hast sinned, it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone,
Yeah,
but we all that come of thee.
yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Because it says one man brought many to death, and then this one man gonna bring many to life, is Yahawashi. And he's done that even through us. Those dry bones. Dry bones is another word for basically dead.
Yep. And that's how you know it's because like when Eve was beguiled by the serpent, the Lord didn't say nothing. It was only after Adam did what he had to do. You know, that was part of the prophecy.
Yeah.
For him to do that. You know, it said much tribulation shall we enter the kingdom of the most high. So this is part of the plan.
The angels could have came and told, hey, your woman just messed up. Just, you know, they could have stopped it. Most High could have stopped it. But it was supposed to happen. It said the creature is subject to vanity. Why? Because we got to understand that there's a greater power than what's on earth, man. You know, we got to understand that there's a spirit world, there's actual angels, you know, that there's actual spiritual realm. And a lot of that is happens in the man's mind, man. That's why the Most High steers up spirits like that inside your mind through dreams, through visions, you know, dark sayings, parables, steering up your mind like that. Now we understand it like it's an actual beast after us, man. It's actual serpent after us, still bringing in that flood of lies, still bringing that democracy in that state of like I said, getting caught in the net, man. Go ahead.
It's the second Ezra chapter 7, verse 49. And it reads, for what profit is it unto us?
What profit is that? We're gonna get that scripture too. It says a woman's hearts are snares and nets, you know. But who taught the woman? The serpent, full of snares and nets, trying to trap you and trying to get out of shit at the same time. Man. Go ahead.
if there be promised us an immortal time,
Yeah, because we supposed to be immortal, man. It says man was made to be immortal in the scripture. Righteousness is immortal. We're turning back to our righteousness to become immortal. Because as long as we on this earth and an oppressor over us, they're able to bind us and put us and lock us away, man. They got some jakes locked up in prison. They can't get out. And they didn't even do the crime. And there's nothing they could do about it unless, they pray to the Most High to get them out of there. Go ahead.
whereas we have done the works that bring death.
Who was that Most High brought out of prison? And he couldn't believe it. He thought it was a trance. He thought it was like he was dreaming, but it was real. He was out of prison for real. Most High could do that. But it says what?
Verse 50, and that there is promised us an everlasting hope.
Everlasting hope. And where was that hope to come? That representative of that everlasting hope. Through Yahawashi, Melchizedek, the order of Melchizedek. He said, I'll give you everlasting life. Why? Because he knew about the heavens. He came from the heavens. He said, no man is descended down unless he has ascended up. Go ahead.
Whereas ourselves, being most wicked, are made vain.
Yeah. Like that was vanity. All things became pretty much vain after that. But there was a hope. And Most High showed it through Abraham, the faith that was implied. Implemented. The faith, the hope. See, they don't want us to have hope because in the ghetto it seems like there's no hope. Like Jake, I might as well sell drugs. There's no hope. They don't have a picture in front of them and pushing them and saying, "Yeah, do better." You have to have a wait for the Jehovah wickedness to come around knocking on your door, and try to sway you that way and shit. What the hell is that about? Why they in the so-called black man's neighborhoods telling lies and they be like, well, you going to hell if you don't get right. Who are you? And you see a lot of these Mormons and Jehovah Wickedness, they ain't right, man. We see straight through it now that we got the truth.
And a lot of those organizations are ran by women.
Yeah.
And that's the way you can know the state or condition of a nation is how they women act, man. And a lot of these women out here be walking around booty shorts, all this shit. This is how you know that this nation is completely degenerate, man. They really think that shit is okay, man.
And like we said, times have gotten worse, man. Our women have gotten worse. The men have gotten worse too.
Yeah. Men too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to keep going? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Atham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Second up. Yeah, 748. Back to 51, and it reads, and that there are laid up, and that there are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety.
Yeah, because we ain't supposed to be worried about our children and all that. Our children supposed to have power. You get by something that won't affect our children. That's how high of a power that we supposed to be on. Now you got to worry about your children being kidnapped and hurt, harmed, and not too close to the street, getting hit by cars or whatever. man in the white van, the man by the down by the river and shit. Gotta worry about them. We ain't gonna have to worry about a damn thing in the kingdom, man. As soon as you try to get to the top on your own in this world, you're gonna meet the simple, you're gonna meet the people, the elites. They're gonna be like, yeah, don't knock your ass back down. Jake, hey, he going like all those celebrities, Hammer and all them, they were millionaires and shit, man. And what? He was broke all of a sudden, man. And he's a smart dude, but he's broke. A lot and all them other rappers, man. They living off they subject to payments too. They living off of the welfare of the system, man. When that rug is pulled from under them, they don't know what to do. Go ahead.
Whereas we have lived wickedly.
We have lived wickedly. Go ahead.
Verse 52, and that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life.
Go ahead.
Whereas we have walked in the most wicked ways of all. Verse 53, and that there should be shown a paradise whose fruit endureth forever.
Endureth forever. Go ahead. Endureth forever. Go ahead.
Wherein is security and medicine.
Security and medicine. Go ahead. Unlike the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, they killing people. Go ahead.
Since we shall not enter into it.
Yeah.
Verse 54, for we have walked in unpleasant places.
Go ahead.
Verse 55, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars, whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness. Verse 56, for while we lived in committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Yeah, they didn't consider it. Like, once I told you not to mess with the tree, not as good as you, they consider it. Because it still was man's mind to go astray to do that. Even though the prophecy is playing out of the Most High, it's still your Most High showing like you ain't got it. Without me, you ain't got it all.
They consider that you have to keep coming back and dealing with this shit. Yeah?
Go ahead.
Verse 57, then he answered me and said, this is the condition of the battle.
This is the condition of the battle. Go ahead.
Which man that is born upon the earth shall fight.
Yeah, when you fall, you got to get back up and keep fighting. And you got to do things the right way to the best of your ability. Okay, I ain't gonna hearken to my wife. I got to get my house in order to be the head, so I can make the better decisions according to what is written. Man. Go ahead.
Verse 58, that if he be overcome,
go ahead.
he shall suffer as thou hast said.
Yeah, that's why you got Jake overcame by drugs, overcame by, all these things that put out before him that he didn't pass those tests. So we constantly maneuvering through this place with the wisdom of the Most High to our best of our ability, so we can dodge those kind of things. Go ahead.
But if we get the victory,
go ahead.
He shall receive the thing that I say,
which is that crown of life. And it says that we didn't say that this is a race. Let him run, read it, run, paraphrase. Go ahead.
Verse 59, but this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived.
See, now they connecting the item with Moses. What is Moses? A Levite. So you know that Adam goes back to us as Adamites, even though it was the sons of Adam. Most High separated sons of Adam. But this is connected with the Levite, the Levitical priesthood, and us also receiving the law. Go ahead.
Wow. So while he lived, saying, choose life,
which is in these scriptures, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Go ahead.
That thou mayest live.
Let's say, But then it talks about Jacob, you know, which is us. So we are connected from that state of Adam and the Adamites to where okay. Continue. It talks about how the heathen had ruled. Who's the heathen? All these other nations. So continue that. Okay. So it talked about Adam, then it talked about Moses. Moses gave the law to Israel. It says it adding Psalms 149. Go ahead.
Verse 60, and it reads, nevertheless, they believe not him,
Go ahead.
nor yet the prophets after him.
We're talking about the prophets, which are Israelites. Go ahead.
No, nor me, which have spoken unto them.
Yeah. So the Most High sent prophets to teach our people how to get correct in where they are in their state. That's why it says in Baruch, we are yet in this day in our captivity. Jake don't even think that until this stuff goes down. Go ahead.
Verse 61, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction,
Go ahead.
as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 62, I answered then and said, I know, Lord, that the Most High is called merciful, and that he hath mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world.
Yep.
Verse 63, and upon those also that turn to his law.
Turn to his law. Go ahead.
Verse 64,
So Adam received commandments, man. Duh. He wasn't just doing whatever he wanted to do. Duh. They knew. Eve knew herself. She told the serpent, yeah, he said that the Most High said, eat of this tree, we shall surely die. So she knew that command, man. She knew what she wasn't supposed to, that she wasn't supposed to do that. That's why Most High cursed Adam, cursed Eve, and cursed the serpent. Go ahead.
verse 64, and
But he didn't make them get divorced. They were still together. They had children and all that.
yeah, they had to go through that shit.
So even in your curses, you ain't supposed to leave your man. Go ahead.
Verse 64, and that he is patient and long suffering those that have sinned,
Long suffering those that sin so we can get ourselves right. Go ahead.
as his creatures.
As his creature. The creature was subject to vanity. We're considered as creatures. Anything that's created is a creature. Go ahead.
Verse 65, and that he is bountiful, for he is ready to give where needed.
Yeah.
Verse 66, and that he is of great mercy, for he multiplieth more and more mercies upon them that are present.
But you see how the Israel, even in that time, during Moses was crying out, because they want an identity. Like, we just considered that we like the heathen. Oh, well, I'm going to give you a name. I'm going to give you a name, Israel. I'm going to give you a city. I'm going to do things for you, fix you up. So a bunch of brothers on coming for it. Brothers and sisters on coming for it. When Israel wanted a king, Most High gave them a king. Israel, when they cry out, Most High gives them stuff. You know, these are my children. So yeah, all these nations come from Adam, but we was made special. Give us a name, Most High. Give us a covering. Even in our sin, even when Adam fell, he was still dealing with Adamites. He was still brought the law of Moses to keep us straight. But the laws came grievous to our people. So he said, hey, he brought Yahawashi. Like, what do y'all want from the Most High, man? Because even Yahawashi was teaching the kingdom in their hand. He said, sin no more unless a worse thing come upon you. He wasn't no pushover. He was teaching about, get your ass straight. He wasn't no nice guy like Cesar Borgia. They portray Cesar Borgia. You know? That's why they wanted Beverly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. And our people choose, it's like the Democrat, they choose the bad guys. And him that rebuke, he had to be rebuking if they was complaining about like, well, if they wanted him gone, man. You know?
That's how you know how people are hypocrites, because you got people, they post all these scriptures all throughout their social media, this woman, but yet, why y'all not walking those laws? Why you not following the words?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the words, but not do it.
They say to do it in how we show love and actually deep. And they don't want to do that. They just want, they want to eat. They want to go to church on Sunday and go back to what they do normally.
It's a scripture that say there's a way that seems right to a man that leads to the way of death. God. So they didn't create their own concept of God in their head, man, thinking that that's cool, man. Right? Like, this is the Bible. Most High said he kill it and he make it alive, man. Yep. He wound and he heal. He does all those things. Man. Most High didn't kill those people. Yeah, he did. He brought a tsunami to India. He brought an earthquake to China.
He done put us to death before. Like, we done all got put to death by the Most High.
The most upstanding men had to suffer the worst. Job, Paul, Peter, John.
They talked about that. They talked about some of the most men of valor, man. They died, horrible judgment. Isaiah was sawn in half, man. That was a prophet of the Lord, man. One of the major prophets.
But they saw great things too, man. Yep. Like Paul said, what did Paul say? I can't even utter the things that I saw in the spirit, man. We do see great things, and we'll see great things again before this time is up. It's gonna be some action, like we always say, man. Go ahead.
And that are past, and also to them which are to come.
Go ahead.
Verse 67, but if he shall not multiply his mercies, the world would not continue with them that inherit therein.
Yeah. What do you say? He will have mercy on Jacob, yet choose Israel. We are the spirit of this thing, heading to a righteous kingdom. We Most High will. We're the first fruits. We are the ones that's going to get the earth back in order. Whereas Most High willing, it works properly. And we got that state of mind, even though, hey, we're going to do the best of our ability. We got that state of mind that we're fighting for righteousness.
That's one of those great things seeing today. All the brothers across the four corners of the earth, new brothers waking up, people coming into the truth, and it's gonna happen more. I heard Pastor Tahar saying that Isaiah 4:1 is coming soon, man. That many women are so just, you Jake's out there, hey, we love women too, but hold fast, man. He gonna bring the ones that need to be there. You want to form a relationship with a woman that you expected to be on the chariots with. You're not expecting to be on the chariots with, that means you're going to be attached to her. You're going to have to leave her. Because we love our women, when you get a woman, you're going to love her,
When you say build your treasures in heaven, that's something she got to understand too. We ain't supposed to build in this world. You get your money, you can make a good amount of money. Most I don't care about the love of the money is what? The root of all evil. You're not supposed to depend on it. They can't cut this money short anyway. Get righteous blood even right quick. Like it's a difference between the common man and the righteous man. That's a different blood. That's a different blood sacrifice, so to speak. Yahawashi is covered by Yahawashi's blood, Most High will. That's different from the blood of regular men. So when they touch the righteous men, Most High is ultimately heated. It says, who touches the apple of his eye, man? And it says, when the enemy come out like a flood, the Most High is going to set a standard up against them. Who the flood is coming for? The enemy is coming for the hopeful elect. The elect, That's where the Most High gets involved, man. I mean, he's already, orchestrating chess pieces, but the angelic stuff is going to start happening, even to a extent before that. It's already happening with this truth. This is angelic, man. This come from, what did it say? The word dropped from the heaven, from the heavenly throne into his earth. through his men. This is already angelic, man. This Bible comes, these words come from the heavens, man. Go ahead.
It's the same Matthew chapter 23, verse 35. That upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth.
The righteous blood. Go ahead.
From the blood of the righteous Abel.
Blood of the right. So just like Cain slew Abel, Abel was a righteous man. That blood is accounted, heavily accounted because he was a righteous man. The men that's doing the work and the love of the Most High, you come against them, you're going to be heavily judged for the righteous blood that you shed. Go ahead.
Unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barak, whom he slew between the temple and the altar.
Yeah, and what did you ultimately do? You slew the Son of God, the very Son of God, and our own people said, let our blood be on us and our children.
That's a heavy price for that, man.
Yeah, you just can't say that.
You got to deal with something after that.
Yeah. And that's where the words meant something. Like, hey, that's why the Most High said, let your yea be yea, because, hey, when you really said something, back then, they held you accountable for that. Yeah. You had, the blood, you said, let the blood be on you and your children. That's what it's going to be. Okay.
Funny thing about it, that Caesar, the king at the time, he repeated it, asking, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Like, he kept asking, like, this man did nothing.
Yeah.
Caesar,
I don't see a reason to bind this man.
Yeah, it was Pilate. Yeah. He was saying, my hands is washed clean. Like, your hands ain't washed clean up either. You an Edomite. Your ass going into slavery. Your hands ain't clean either. You know?
And he let it happen anyway.
Yeah, you let it happen. You supposed to stop it if anything. You the one who ruled it. You know, but the Lord had it like that.
That's what it says that. It says the people, the heart of the people is like unto their leader, like their king or their leader.
Don't be on like some, they did it. Yeah. Motherfucker, you running the shit. What you mean? You the orchestrator. You the one going like this. Talking about some, I don't got nothing to do with it. Yeah. Motherfucker, you run the goddamn show. Hell yeah, you got everything to do with it. Shit. Brother?
Try to be slick.
You go hand all the guns out, but then when the war started, it ain't your fault. All right, okay.
That's Esau's motto. He plant drugs and he say, hey, they're selling drugs.
Look at Jake. I can't believe him. He found 25 pounds of. How did Jake out there? This nigga fried chicken everywhere. Every Sunday. Yeah, this motherfucker don't got no money for no 50 pounds of cocaine and shit. They find that Jake with 100 pounds of cocaine and a whole bunch of gun with extended clips and shit. Scopes and shit. Like, Jake can't afford that shit.
They don't have a military, but yet they threaten somehow like we're gonna take over the earth, which we will, according to the power of the Most High. But we ain't got nothing right now, man.
Oh man,
go ahead.
All that shit is
if they invade our houses, all they gonna find is Bibles and fringes and garments and incense and wine and menorahs and
wine and
Torahs and
some bags and a pair of shoes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And some dirty drawers in there.
Maybe some Jordans and shit.
Because we work
Timbs and all that. Go ahead. They ain't gonna find, we real about this stuff, man. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation.
All these things shall come upon this generation. All that blood, man. That righteous blood is going to be upon the enemy and on the 2/3 of our people. Go ahead. Let's go back to that. It's a good scripture right there.
Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Where is Jerusalem? Any place that Jerusalem is people before there's a place. They took over our land. It ain't talking about these rats. It's talking about the real people of Jerusalem. They got a video, if you go back to what was that? I forget what time, but they got dark people walking around in Jerusalem. They show you in that book of Clarence, whatever. And they show you who the Jews were dealing with the Romans. But they just they twisted it and shit.
Yeah, it looked like Jake, they had my belt for some.
Yeah. But a lot of Jakes were doing that. They was going by the Romans. They was really into Rome and shit. I think even Romulus that was Rome, wasn't it? I think that was a Jake.
They had very little man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they had the Trinity in there. Come on, man. It don't make no sense. Trinity don't make no sense. It's not even in the Bible. They just made up a word and shit. Go ahead.
Oh, Jerusalem, that killeth the prophets.
Thou that killest the prophets, man. Go ahead.
And stonest them which are sent unto thee.
Which are sent into you. And that's why Paul had to, Yahawashi taught Paul, like, you persecuting the Israelites, man. Like, you got to change your whole mind state.
Gotta run that back.
Because that's how the Jews were. They was like, take them out, stone them. Like, hold on, man. Let's do proper judgment. That's why it's dangerous to be a king if you're not in the right state of mind. You'll kill everybody and shit.
You're gonna pay the price for all that too, man. You're gonna get the worst judgment out of all.
Yeah.
You was a good king.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It says the king is in the heart of, but even it says what's stronger, women, wine, or the king. And it says the truth, but that lets you know how much the king says the king. They thought the king because he got people listen, he got soldiers that listen to him. He got an army under him.
But he's just like a regular person. When he died, all he inherited is worms and dust, man. No dirt.
Yeah. All flesh is his grass.
Yep. He ain't done neither, bro.
Yep. Go ahead. That's why the Most High is going to take the crown of these modern day kings, man. Go ahead.
How often would I have gathered our children together, even as a hen gathered her chickens under her wings?
How are we doing now? This is the same type of thing. We're gathering the hens under the wings. Most High willing, we go in them chariots. That's how Most High showed the presentation of power, even bring us out of Egypt in the days of Moses when the chariots were there. I set you up a pillar, a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. You know how special that is when you just running from the enemy in the mid of the night and you see chariots and you know that they leading you to a victorious place or a place of safety. That's the most beautiful thing in the world, man. You gotta cry a few tears on that. Like, man. And that's how we hoping to get delivered today. Most High say he defend Jerusalem as birds flying.
Yeah. When you talk about the elect, because 2/3, he got a bone to pick with 2/3. We see he crucified. Yeah, they killed him, man. Yeah. And you got people like Alazar and Sakari talking about some, the 2/3 is the ones that's gonna go in the wilderness and the elect is gonna teach them the word or something. And that's how they gonna try. What the hell is that, man?
They getting tried now.
They getting tried right now. And if you fail this shit, that family, your ass gets set on fire in this bitch. Talking about he said it ain't got nothing to do with America in the midst. What the hell is this? Who is this guy, man?
That was a false prophet. Go ahead.
And you would not.
You would not. Go ahead.
Behold, your house is left unto you.
But you would not gather. It says, gather, O Israel, that nation that's not desired. Man. Go ahead.
Behold, your house is left unto you desolate.
Yep.
For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth till you shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord.
In the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi.
Go ahead. We'll come back to Second Esdras, chapter 7, verse 68.
Because if Jake don't have this, what do? He go back into the streets, selling drugs, weird things happening. You know what I'm saying? He just go back into the world,
Going out just to, just whatever woman he can get.
Yeah.
Yep. Sleeping around, whatever.
Caught up in the clubs.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to have, more than one woman, but a lot of these women got men. Yeah. A lot of these women causing Jake to commit adultery because they not even telling Jake they got a man. A lot of them is like that. That's why you got to be real careful because they can end up getting you going off.
And the woman, she's just using you as a stepping stone to get to a greater man than you that got more money. But that's their ultimate goal is to get more money to be settled and satisfied. And it ain't no satisfaction in America. So, hey, even if you got all the money in the world, that's why TikTok, Most High got Jake looking at TikTok, they getting robbed.
And then you got the one woman with the man who do got the money, but she end up still going after a Jake that ain't got no money because they just wicked like that. Like I seen a video yesterday, dude was asleep and he woke up early because he usually wake up and go to work like at 4-5, but he woke up at 2 and couldn't find his wife and went outside. She was with somebody in the car in the driveway. In the driveway. Yeah, man. Like, verse 68, and he pardoned, but if he did not sow of his goodness, that they which have committed iniquities might be eased of them.
Yeah. He had to sow into his goodness because it talks about, it might be in this chapter. Go ahead.
The 10,000th part of men should not remain living. Verse 69, and being judged, if he should not forgive them that are cured with his word,
Go ahead.
and put out the multitude of contentions. Verse 70, there should be a very few left for adventure in the innumerable multitude. Yeah, you know. So it's gonna be people who gain salvation. Yeah. That's the last thing.
And go to the how much wickedness sown in Adam's heart. There was wickedness sown, the conceptual wickedness sown in Adam's heart.
It's the second Esdras, chapter 4, verse 30, and it reads, for the grain of evil seed.
The grain of evil seed. You teach about somebody about something you said in your mind. A child, like he's oblivious. He don't know nothing about it unless you show him or teach him. And then he want to see that again. Like, you take him to Disneyland. Now you planning to see he want to go to Disneyland all the time. That's why you gotta be careful what seeds you plant in your mind. Go ahead.
Have been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning.
The heart means mind. Sown in his mind from the beginning. Go ahead.
And how much ungodliness have it brought up unto this time?
And to this very time, man. There's still Adamites out there with wicked hearts. Man. Go ahead.
Continuing, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come?
The time of threshing. Get that about Yahawashi being the last Adam. So we're teaching about the last Adam, which is Yahawashi. And now righteousness has come. Now hope and faith has come. Now we're getting that seed, that wicked root of that wicked seed poured out of us. Day by day through afflictions, through sufferings. Because hey, when Jake suffers, he does wrong, man. Like Jake, they say, ask Jake why you selling drugs. He's like, shit, I don't got no money. Why you join the gang? Because there was no love in the house. You know? Why you do this? Why you kill the person? Because hey, that's all I know, man. I was just an angry child growing up. The Most High is breaking those barriers in Jake's mind with his truth. You know?
And when the people see us on the streets and stuff, the reason why they pull off is because that's that great fear coming upon them when they see us doing this. That's why they be like, oh, that's nice. They just roll by. Because a lot of these people ain't people of the Lord, man. A lot of them is Edomites. A lot of them is other nations. You know, a lot of them is Gentiles.
This is the door that goes through the narrow path is only set for a few.
So when you see people say, "Oh, that's nice," and they just roll on, that's the Lord doing that. Nope, keep going. This ain't for you. Don't get on out of here. Quit being nosy. This is a private conversation in public areas. This is a family matter.
A family concern. A trumpet being blown. You know, an alert for those the sheep that wants to come in, like the dog barks when the wolf is. So the shepherd will come out and get rid of the wolf.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 45. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul.
Yeah.
The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
Yeah.
So Yahawashi resurrected. Yahawashi healed. Yahawashi was doing miracles on earth. Yahawashi, when you get this word, which is Yahawashi, your spirit is quickened like that. It says death reigned from Adam to Moses because they had to keep the law, but it didn't make them perfect. So they had to just kind of like keep going to the law to try to get right. Keep the, what did they say, no, when they had the turtle dove, they had to put a sacrifice up, blood sacrifice, yeah, for their sins, atonement for their sins. They had to do a whole lot of stuff, yeah. And now Most High give you this word to know the spirit of the law.
And really, it's not they. We had to do that. That was what we were doing in those days. We just don't remember. We remember, but what I'm saying is we don't remember exactly what we did. Well, who's that?
We're gonna say, John said, now greater than I is here. Yeah, this is the man. Oh, did it say anything more than that?
Howbeit there was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural.
Yeah, we had to go through the natural stuff, learn natural things, learn about the cultivation of the land and stuff, cultivation of our people, the dealing with the hands-on with our people, man. You had to get stoned to teach you a lesson in the spirit. But if they didn't commit sin, they wouldn't have got stoned. But now it's another different kind of it's a merciful side to that now with Yahawashi. Go ahead.
And afterward that which is spiritual.
After that, which is spiritual, which is spiritual power. If you try to jump that and try to go straight to the spirit, you're not going to understand the spirit because it's expressed through physical means. Romans 1:20. Like a child, he might see a plug, like or stuff that he want to touch, and he say, well, you say don't touch that. He don't understand why until he gets shocked. Then he understand. Okay, yeah, now I understand. And if he continue to go back to that plug, he got a damn problem. He's gonna continue to go back to that same plug and get shocked, possibly get shocked. You're gonna leave that alone. Like, let me move on to something else. What's this about? Can I touch it? No, don't touch that either. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 1 verse 20, and it reads, for the
invisible things that you can't see, go ahead,
of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
From the creation of the world is clearly seen. How is it clearly seen? Go ahead.
Being understood by things that are made.
By things that are made.
Like the wind. Yeah. We see it, but we don't see it. We know it's there. Yeah.
And we understand that it's wind. Yeah.
So we see it. Yeah. We see that it exists, but we never see it.
Yeah. Just like everything else, based on faith. The chariots. We don't have to be in one right now to believe those are chariots. It said, look up for your salvation nearer than when you believe. It talks about spirit chariots. It's not talking a wheel within a wheel. He ain't talking about a chariot that rolls on the ground.
Edom over here got planes and jets and all types of shit, underwater submarines, luxurious submarines. You think the Lord gonna pull up on some chariots from 200 years ago? He gonna pull up on some real chariots with some wheels on them? Come on, Jay. Come on, man.
That's Santa Claus.
Come on, Jay. Come on, man.
Y'all got it mixed up, man.
Hell no.
Jacob believed in Santa Claus and 12 reindeers before he believed in Yahawashi and the angels, man. Man.
Oh shit, boy.
We gotta celebrate Christmas. We gotta leave some cookies and milk out for Santa. What about Yahawashi?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be his birthday, so called.
Like this nigga don't need no more cookies. Man, this nigga fat as hell. No more cookies. He needs some protein bars or something.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Again, understood by the things that are made.
Understood by the things that are made. Go ahead.
Even his eternal power and Godhead.
Power and Godhead. Go ahead.
That they are without excuse.
You ain't gonna be. You don't have no excuse. Nope. If there's if we're talking about if there's a scripture that says, well, this is gonna be fought with fuel of fire, and you got nuclear capability and then the nukes are coming. You ain't got no excuse. It's judgment in this place. Is things that are made in this place for you to know that damn, something's happening. These things are created by man's mind for destroying stuff. How did that come about? Where did it come about? How did they get to that point where they able to make a device that powerful, a thing that powerful, to destroy all the land masses? That's coming from the heavens. That's how I said he'll put in their minds and instruct them what to do. Make that. Because this is going to be what I use for judgment on Babylon, on Sodom.
Okay. Verse 21, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High.
Yeah, we dining with you. We sitting at the table with you, trying to get back with our women, pretty much. But the righteous women are trying, at least blowing a trumpet and warning her to come back in the house. There's about to be some shit going on.
And they don't understand. Like, they fit in that category when you do hear the message and you get it. You fit in this category if you don't get in order, if you don't start taking actions on it. Because, like we said, it's an action indeed, Jake. If you're not, then that means that you lukewarm. That's what you're going to be looked at is, even if you believe and you didn't do nothing to help the prophets, you didn't do nothing at all, then the Lord is,
you didn't cook for the Most High.
Yeah. You didn't prepare any meals.
Yeah, you didn't wash the dishes for the Most High when he returns home.
Yeah, you got the whole flock out there. You ain't cooked one dish for it. That's what we doing. These are meals. These are meals being prepared for the elect to have the nourishment of this truth. Man. You know?
Go ahead.
Continuing.
Where they got a saying now that says she ate. They ate that up, Being that the pie of the American pie of the pride of the world and shit. She did that. She came out and twerked and shit.
Like, what is that? Like, this bitch don't went viral because you moved your booty. Yeah. All right.
She ate that up.
Jake, he cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker was comical. Zed probably said it right here. It's like Buster Bars. They say you niggas is comical, man.
They're gonna start giving out awards for ass shaking.
You're gonna have a whole day. You see, they did the breakdance at the Olympics. It's gonna be a twerking contest. The next one, if we got one. It's gonna be a damn twerking contest. It's gonna be right here.
And they always do that with those bands. Those bands are from fraternities and shit. They into that Greek stuff, man. MC Light, one of her interviews recently, she said she's a Zeta, whatever. One of them. She's all hooked up in that stuff like that. All other people.
Zeta,
Beta,
whatever the fuck.
That's why they got alpha females. Go ahead. That is.
But became vain in their imagination.
It became vain in their imagination.
Made a woman shit. And their foolish heart was darkened.
Yeah, they confused. They had a transgender. He was a man, but they consider him a woman now. And he joined the Olympics and beat all them bitches, man. And they say, look, it's unfair. Yeah, we told you.
You the one talking about you want liberation, right?
Yeah.
And they only did that because they want your ass to pay taxes. They didn't do that because they want women to be empowered. They just said,
and to divide you from the man.
Yep.
The heavyweight champion of the women's world, she called herself the GOAT, Clarissa Shields. The hell is that? She fight with men. She spar with men. So she could be, when she get in a ring, she could be stronger than the woman she fight. And then he said, he asked her, do you think most women spar with men? He said, I would think so. Because they want to get to the highest level of strength.
Yep, but they will never surpass a man.
Yeah.
They won't.
She
Like,
said it's
you know,
certain men that she would, but most of the men she wouldn't.
yeah, it might be some certain things that you would, but you know, it's just overall, you know,
Yeah.
like
The overall strength and the might of the world is in a man's
like
hands.
a man that his tip top shape, it don't matter what a woman is, you gonna get beat. You know, you a woman. You know,
It's like a lion, you know. It says when a lion shall resist.
but these women, they got all these videos of a woman taking down the whole cartel, just her. She going the whole building, and the whole cartel get put to death, and she killed the whole guy.
You got Tomb Raider and
Yeah, so they think they just
the one that we saw that we didn't see it, but it's on Netflix. Jessica Alba and shit. Looked like she's gonna take down the whole army and shit. Got them hanging from the building and shit. With one hand,
two fingers.
Yeah.
Do a finger ups. After she done fought the whole goddamn army.
That's the Hollywood. That's the devil painting a false narrative for you, man.
Man, easy on her period and everything. Your ass ain't going in there doing all that shit.
But
I just say hi, whatever. You wave, hello. Don't matter. You pass by the kids, you get more. You'll find out.
what was the last scripture
We was going in Romans 1:21.
Yeah.
Going into,
So they are without excuse.
Yeah, they're without excuse.
So it's invisible things. There's angels here watching Jake, setting stuff up. Well, we're angels, but we're angels in the flesh. The angels is a messenger. We got a message for you from the Most High, from the heavens. This didn't come from man. If this came from man, it would have exercised the earthly stuff with a man would exercise. It would have been talking about, the Most High is going to defeat them with military weapons and shit. He said, no, Yahawashi is coming back not like a man, like an angelic force.
So I would not meet thee as a man.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be a lamb this time.
The rats don't even claim that. They claim Israel is shooting back. America has got nuclear capability too. They ready to go to war on a physical level. They ain't talking about no. If this is a Christian country, they be like, well, you know, our battle is with this word. We're gonna have to take a back seat because Most High said we on spiritual warfare.
But now, Jake, one day, Lord gonna turn the fishes into hunters. And if that's us, better be with us. If you ain't with us, you're gonna be with them.
Most High said, Yahawashi said, I'll make you fishers of men. That's the way the house starts with men, the house of David.
And when you fish, you don't know what you're gonna catch. You just throw it out there. You know, you might catch a few bad fish every now and then.
Well, that's what he said. He said, get in there and gather all the good and the bad fish.
You know? That's how you see these other people in these other camps. Bad fish, man. You know? They teaching the false doctrine, man. They leading the people astray.
They ain't getting hooked. They trying to get away, get off the hook. Like the Bible, do their own thing. It said, so we went from Adam to Moses. Get that scripture and say, from Adam to Moses, death reigned.
Romans 5:14. Neither the less there's the rain from Adam to Moses.
Yeah. So we're dealing with commandments. We're dealing with physical. The state of our natural being as we try to struggle and get things right by the law, trying to get it perfect by the law. Go ahead. But death still reigns. Go ahead.
Even over him that had not sinned as a similitude of Adam's transgression.
So even though that did sin as the similitude of Adam's transgression, they had to die.
That's what we're gonna have to deal with until the end. It said death was the last enemy, was the last victory.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah. Any more on that?
Who is the figure of him that was to come?
Yeah, Yahawashi. what did it say? Death, through many death came. I mean, through one death came, many died. Through Adam, we all died. Get that? We're under the curse still today as a result of what happened in the garden. But how we getting free in our minds first, in our spirit. Go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 22, and it reads, "For as in Adam all die,
Adam all died. Go ahead.
even so in Hamashiach shall all be made alive."
Yahawashi, through him, we all be made alive.
That's that living soul, quick in the spirit.
Yeah. That's the dry bones, like we said, coming back. They stood on a watch up as a great army, exceedingly great army. You know? So this is war. We get war with the beast. You know? They what was that you know, the Yahshua showed that with the two rats they knew Jake was the true children of Israel. You know? So they try to befriend Jake in a lot of ways, but still they have constant evil agenda to come against righteous men because this Bible doesn't fit their agenda. They coming out with a new world order, AI and all that. The Bible teaches against that. Every high imagination that exalts itself against Yahawashi, you know, is what they're doing. Yahawashi said, I'll give you everlasting life, and you become immortal. What are they trying to do? Make a pill or make some device that makes you live forever? A physical device. Most High said the natural and then the spirit, man. Think we're gonna have to worry about sickness in the kingdom? Or they're gonna have a medical we're gonna have a medical facility for Israelites? No, you ain't gonna get sick. What makes you sick? All the rudiments of the world.
And even the other nations after 1,000 years of slavery, they ain't gonna really get sick like that. You know, because everything's gonna be healthy, everything, the air's gonna be pure, everything's gonna be great, man. They're gonna be thankful that we ruling, man.
If you look like shit and look like you're about to pass away, if you change your diet, start eating healthy, you're gonna look like $1 million, man. Yeah. Just by the physical food. So imagine the spiritual food, the spiritual food, and it puts everything in line with how we supposed to eat. Right? You know? Eating swine is not acceptable, man. You know? It's not even logically acceptable. Like, why would you eat a swine, man?
Like, it eats anything. Like, you can throw shit in there, and it's gonna eat it.
Yeah. It's slop. Like, it eats its own vomit. That's what it says. What it says in the scripture. Yeah, the dog turning back to his vomit.
That's why we don't eat dog either. Moab, so-called Chinese, be doing that shit. Dog will eat his own throw up, man. Like, why are you eating that shit?
The reason the pig is dirty because it doesn't sweat out whatever it put in his body. So basically, whatever it eats, you eat that, bro. So it doesn't sweat. That's nasty as hell, man.
Yeah, it has stuff that's coming out their hoods, but they don't have a second digestive system. The cow does, you know, and the cow eats grass, you know.
That's why you see, like in the movies, like the cartel or something, they kill somebody else, throw them in the piggy.
Yeah.
They know they ain't gonna find the body.
Yeah. They call bad cops pigs. When you greedy, they say pig out. Ain't nothing good about the pig, man. But Jacob tried to justify that, like, yeah, I'm hungry. And the pork is cheap. So find a better way to manage your money so you can eat better. You know, all that. I got the munchies, and you going up there buying a soda,
Chicken cheese chips. Jake, you can go get a whole big ass, like 8, 9, 10 breasts for $13. That's not that bad. Like, you can handle that, Jake.
Jake spent $20 on some chips and a soda at 7-Eleven, a few candy bars, whatever. You could have bought a bag, damn near 5 bags of beans. Made you some beans and all that. Sometimes, hey, you got to go to Matrix Valley. You might have to eat the same thing every day, man. We'll be out of here. Yeah. Because what's the most convenient places they set up in Jake's neighborhood? Kentucky Fried Chicken, Taco Hill, McDonald's, and they right across the street from each other. They choosing, should I get a burger from McDonald's or should I get a fried chicken? And all the good stores like Sprouts and shit. What was that other one? Whole Foods, yeah, Trader Joe's. You gotta drive far to get it. So,
And then when you get there, you put $100 on 2 small bags of groceries. Like,
that's them, man.
what the hell is going on?
The most healthy thing for you, the most expensive. It should be the opposite, man. They should make the bad food high price so you won't eat that shit. Like, what do you when you want something from the child? What do? You put it on the refrigerator. You can't. Now, if he's a bad child, he gonna climb the refrigerator and get that shit. Then you're gonna be really mad. Like, you know you didn't climb the refrigerator. Then you say, "Show me how you did it." Like, this motherfucker. That's what Jake is doing. He's reaching out for something he ain't supposed to be messing with, man. And he'll do it aggressively or intentionally or whatever. You know? So what do we just got through reading? We went through, I think he just read Death Rain, and then talking about yeah, um, you know the everlasting most. Yeah, death swallowed up.
First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption,
Yeah, it has to put on incorruption, man. We can't keep living like this. The creature can't keep doing this unless we, what do it say? Unless we all die. Like, we have to be, the creature has to be built back up and taught righteousness again. Go ahead.
and this mortal shall have put on immortality.
Mortals shall put on immortality, man. You know? We tired of waking up, tired and shit, sick, COVID's out, monkeypox, all that BS. You know, you gotta wear a mask everywhere you go. You can't even breathe it. You can't even, this ain't even real air, and you gotta put on a mask. Like, yeah, they trying to kill us. And it's hot as hell out. It ain't supposed to be this hot. This is the concrete jungle. Where's the dew up on the earth, man? Where's the coolness, the calm of the earth, man? This earth is getting hotter and hotter because all this concrete out here. You ain't supposed to walk on concrete. Yeah. Your feet hurting all day because you on concrete, man. Supposed to be walking on marble and granite and vinyl and all that. Like I said, going back to the record, the vinyl, that's real vinyl, which is carbon, and it does it resonates with your soul, man. That's why we had them records. Jake starts scratching on the motherfucker. Like, what are you doing, Jake? Start doing some crazy ass shit. But it's sounding cool though, you know. Jake he just makes shit out of nothing. But, you know, go ahead. That the Soul Train when they had the disco ball. It was a disco ball. You know, that was they was and they had the music of disco. The disc, it was somewhat like they was trying to resonate with chariots or something. And the disc ball, it was glitter, right? Like it was a sulfuric ball. That's when we had the afros and our women had the big earrings and all that.
One of the elders, he just put up a video. It was a chariot in the sky. It was changing colors. Green,
Yeah,
red. It was changing much colors.
Yep. Most High made the rainbow for us, man. That's a beautiful thing. That's a powerful thing. You can't destroy the rainbow. You can't touch it and all that. It's a sulfuric type of thing that happens on Earth.
And then they took and had this lucky charm. Somebody slide down the video. These motherfuckers ain't got
Talking about gold at the end of the rainbow. Jake, you can't get to the end of the rainbow.
when Esau think he's gonna get to the end of the rainbow, you're gonna end up in slavery once you get there.
Go ahead. And those are the beautiful things that the Most High gives us. He said, I'll make a covenant with you and the earth that it won't be flooded no more. I said, I'll set my boat in the sky. Go ahead. And that's still rainbows today. It kind of like, now it's kind of like seeing a leprechaun. Like, you got to catch it. People take pictures of it like, I saw the rainbow. Go ahead.
Then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Yeah. I think somebody, another camp said we're going to be dying and shit. It said death swallowed up in victory. Go ahead.
Oh death, where is thy sting?
Where is thy sting, man? That lets you know, like, death is a thing, and then your spirit goes up. It's like you got bit by death, but your spirit is forever. Go ahead.
Oh grave, where is thy victory?
Like victory, man. Ain't no more gonna be no more graves, man. Israelites.
There'll still be one for the evil. They're gonna have where God can make all these bears in the land of heaven, God. That's gonna be there for a memorial for them to know not to ever come up against us again.
Yeah, and America. And America. It's gonna be the border of wickedness, man. That's where that wicked place was.
It said after we had to search for a specific amount of time, I think it was how many months was it? I can't remember. It was a specific amount of months. And then he said after that, he said, I'm gonna send a few more out there to find some more shit. Like there's gonna be so many dead bodies, that's what it's gonna be like, man. Having to go and pick up all them bones. But yeah, all them birds pecking that shit. Eating that shit. Animals eating that shit, man. All the pieces of the earth.
It's gonna be a wasteland.
Yup.
If you ever see pictures of Google wasteland, it's just wasted. You know? Tell the to the brothers on the coming board. You know, brothers and sisters on the coming board. Got it on that. So death is gonna be swallowed up. Go ahead.
The sting of death is sin.
The sting of death, we gonna be no more sin. And you can see it, the sinful ways that it leads to death, man. Just like when you commit adultery and sleep with another man's wife, they come and get you. Yep. Or when you lie to somebody and they said, "Oh, you lie about giving me my money and shit, man." And then you go get that person. Or the ways of it's still the spirit of how the Most High made things in the beginning. It resonates with His law in some kind of way, even if you're a two-third common man. You should not cover your neighbor's house. You cover your neighbor's house, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you back. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth."
Be content with what you have, Jake. Don't go trying to get everybody else's stuff.
Yep.
You know, the Lord gave us the tools that we need to serve Him. That's what we're here for, as servants. We're not here to rule in this realm, and you don't want to.
Nah,
You don't want to run this shit. They can't even keep the street without having cracks in them and shit. We don't want to be responsible for this. You know?
You don't have to have a contract with Esau if you do that. Yeah. Go ahead.
And the strength of sin is the law.
The strength of sin is the law. But how can we get away from the law if we're doing sin? It says if there's no sin, there's no law.
So the law was made for the righteous. It was made for the wicked. Yeah. For the sinners. Yeah. Which is the Israelites. Yeah. You know? It's made for us to understand what not to do.
Exactly. So, to the scripture, was that it on that? And it also talks about he conquered death. Yahawashi. He said that the last enemy is death. Then he said, I was going to get that scripture.
That basically sounds like this scripture. Go ahead. But thanks be to Yahawah, which give us the victory through our Lord, Yahawashi Hamashiach.
Yeah. He give us the victory. Yeah. Get out the spirit of the law. But you got to understand the law and go through the law to understand the spirit of the law. That's why they use the right letters, man. But then, you know, they would say, well, you perfectly know this now because you've been taught this. That's why he said, judging yourself, is it comely for a man to have long hair because you have studied law and studied things pertaining to the scriptures and the spirit that you're supposed to be in. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 2. And it reads, for the law of the spirit of life,
The law of the spirit of life. Go ahead.
and Hamashiach Yahawashi.
What did it say? These words are true. These words are life. Back then, in the commandments, it says, if you do them, it shall be well. You shall be well if you do them. You know? If you did the law perfectly, but you can't keep the law perfectly. So we got to go to the spirit of the law, which is a representation of the pure form of what we do in the law physically. You know? Go ahead.
It said, Hamashiach Yahawashi have made me free from the law
From the law, go ahead.
of sin and death.
Yeah. But what did Paul say? It's sin that it's no longer me, it's sin that dwelleth in me. So that means that for the most part, you know, he goes toward that mark. You know? He goes to exercise, continue to exercise his righteousness. The sin is just dwelling around and shit, not making any powerful things that take you over. You just like, yeah, all right, let me get back to the book, let me get back to these scriptures. Let me get back to the word. Let me get back to Yahawah, Yahawashi. Let me get back in the spirit. You know? So what is transgression? Sin is transgression of the law. So that brings in death. You know. But Paul said, how could he know sin unless the law taught him not to do this? So you have to implement the laws in order to get the spirit of the law. You know, you have to study the law and understand the law and understand the spirit of the law. Yahawashi said you should go under a schoolmaster and get taught before coming into the faith of him. You know? You don't have to ask so many questions. Even if when back in the days of Moses, they went to little Levites for everything. It was like, man, you can't even go to sleep. Knock on the door. Is this Moses? Are we able to do this? Don't you know for yourself by now? Like, do we like a father or son? You don't have to tell. He shouldn't have to tell you everything. You know? That's why it's questions asked. Like, pops, I met this girl at school. She's fine. I seem like I'm. Well, what do you think? Y'all talking? Is she talking good? She talking right? She's submissive. I mean, you see the woman every day. I don't. I can give you some advice, but you got to study and be examined. I mean, examine things and see what the best answer is for it, man. According to the spirit, of course. Now, what did we get? We got taught by apostles and others. We got taught this, man. Conduct ourselves, how to teach, how to be wise among, wiser than serpents, harmless as doves. To handle matters, to walk into a place and be circumspect when you do. We circumspect to where they think we can steal something or rob the place. No, we just being extra aware of our surroundings. Go ahead. So that's what was happening in Jerusalem. Yahawashi was teaching them, hey, death is swallowed up. Did they have to die still? Yeah. But through this word, you know, we live. Okay.
Verse 3, for what the law could not do,
What the law could not do, which is make a man perfect. Go ahead.
in that it was weak through the flesh,
It was weak through the flesh.
the Most High, Yahawah, sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh,
And the likeness of sinful flesh, like temptation. You know, the devil tempted him, and he said, "You shall not tempt the Lord thy God." Okay.
the Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh.
In the flesh. So, hey, let's just make up a scenario or a little play story about, the devil saying, and he did that with Job. Let's say the devil say, "Hey, Lord, they ain't sinning because they ain't in the flesh. You just a spirit, you know what I'm saying? You haven't done anything wrong with God." He said, "Well, hey, I'm gonna send them in the flesh, and they're gonna still be able to, be able to be righteous. They're still gonna excuse evil, like he did Job. Satan said, well, it's because you got a hedge over him, Lord. Well, I can't touch him unless you say." He said, well, do that. Just don't take his life, but do it. And he held his integrity, man. And he got blessed more, 7 times more with that. Yeah.
And you know, that's the same way.
And he was already wealthy. He became wealthier.
Don't represent the elect today. This is verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us.
The righteousness of the law. What is the righteousness? Yeah, you don't commit adultery. You don't covet your neighbor's house. You don't serve other gods. The righteousness of the law. It's still a law. You still be opposed to righteous acts. But of course, like we said, you can't keep the law perfect, especially in this place, man. This place is totally against the Most High. They make it hard as a righteous man in this place. You know, they don't talk about a righteous kingdom coming. Man. They want to live out their life right here, and this is captivity. They want to be connected by contracts and all that. It's like an NBA player. If you don't have a contract, and he calls himself a free agent, he's just waiting to get a contract. Like I'm open for a different team or something, a different kind of contract. He got a 7-10 year contract. If he break that contract, he owed them. They'll come looking for him because he made a contract, an agreement with these people, signed papers, and to say that you gotta be with us 10 years, you gotta play this amount of games, and we want championships out of this. Can you give us that? Yeah. You gotta play hard as hell. If you don't play hard and don't win, they're gonna replace your ass and drop you off the team. You're working for them. So that's what we got a contract with the Most High. Can y'all do this? Y'all made a covenant with me. Y'all made, yeah, Lord, we could do it. As long as you get these heathens off us, so they won't be moving over. Because Lord, they treating us wrong. They making us serve rigor and mortar, Lord. We can't. Well, come back to me, but you're gonna have to do it this for my way. So that's what we're doing. We're doing it the Most High's way. Go ahead.
We walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
We don't walk after the flesh, we walk after the spirit. We was walking out of the flesh, we'll be all connected to this world. We'll be like arraying Kamala Harris to come in. What's you, black woman? She gonna change all this stuff up, man.
We like, they vote every 4 years for the president, but what's wrong with the people that we voted before?
Yeah.
Why every 4 years is a new leadership supposed to be help change the world?
Yeah.
What about the people that we voted before? What they voted for?
Yeah. Because back then it just used to be Republican. It wasn't even a Democratic Party. And then the president president could be a president as long as they wanted to. Like over there, over on the other side of the world, that president too. I mean, unless they step down, but they don't do that 4 year thing. Man. America does because, hey, shit, we can't take this president. We need a new president. We die every 4 years. And then sometimes 4 years is too long. They be like, we want him impeached or whatever.
Yeah,
Bring something against him, you know?
right in the middle of his damn turn. They ain't even got a chance to fix nothing. 1 year, they just get him out of here.
Yeah, you know?
Like,
and when they have protests over there, they get down, they get grimy and shit. They throwing stones and rocks and screaming out at guys and shit. Here it's organized. Right? They're all in a line and shit. We got a pile of bricks for Jake. Right here.
I always say bricks for sale and shit.
Yeah.
They're over there selling $2 a pop and shit. Get your bricks today, Jake. Get your bricks today.
You buy me a couple of bricks to throw, man. I was in the right. You see, look at it. How's that? Slow that down, man. That was me. I was carrying the couch out there. Jake just want to be on TV. He don't even care about what's viral. Yeah, he want to go viral. He don't even care about what's really the issues at hand and shit. Go ahead.
Okay.
So yeah, we spirit of the law, the righteousness of the law. I thought the law wasn't righteous, though. I thought according to the Christians, the law is bad. Go ahead.
This is verse 5, Romans chapter 8, verse 5. But they that are after the flesh do not mind the things of the flesh.
They don't mind the things of the flesh.
Or it says, do mind the things of the flesh.
Do mind the things of the flesh. So you're going to be connected with all this stuff. Go ahead.
But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
That's why we got warnings like that about the MOTV. Warnings about joining a beast. Because, hey, if you join certain things at a low level, your mission in your mind is to climb up the higher ladder. When they go to college, the next step is, to be an intern at or be a paralegal or something.
Somewhere where they can start getting ready to own a business.
Yeah, exactly. But when they end up working in them high offices, and, women, if they get up that high, they're gonna be sleeping with all the men in the office. Man. That's just the truth, because they powerful men. Or they might just marry an Edomite because they've been working together with them. They try to uphold their black stuff a little bit, but they're gonna end up marrying Edom because they work in the office with them. Yeah. And ain't no Jakes really on that level unless and they already got an Edomite wife. So the more you climb up into this world, the more you're separated from your people and the laws of the Most High. Or righteous men, because righteous men don't climb up that way.
Yeah, we come in this thing to decrease while the Lord increases. That's why, people like IUIC, all these other places, they got logos and stuff. They're trying to sell you something, Jacob. They don't really care about the Lord.
Because that embroidery is spiritual. Most High did say he set us up in embroidery and all that, and we went through that when Israel was ruling and all that. We at a time we felt how it felt to be kings at that time. When we grew up and all that. You just go back to the coat of arms, man. Negroes with crowns on their head. They got their name on the gates and gold and shit. Had Edomite women at their feet. They was dealing with soldiers for it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, ultimately, the Lord had to let it fall to show that it really wasn't the tabernacle that we needed. Yeah. It wasn't really the system that we needed. He said, well, I'll let you do it like that. Sure, we'll let you do it the worldly way. But eventually the house is going to be divided. So it has to be by the Spirit that we come together. So the building will stay intact. Because anything fleshly is always going to end.
Now is the spirit time, man. Back then we dealt with flesh, we dealt with Moses' law, the laws of Moses in a physical way, but now we're dealing with it in a spiritual way, man.
That's how we know it's going to work.
Yep. It's working too. Yeah. we're coming back to the laws, but we're seeing it in a spiritual way now. That we're able to apply. We can't keep the laws perfectly. We got to work on the Sabbath.
It said Abraham got the promises not because of the work that he did, but because of his faith. You know?
But he still did the work. He still journeyed to the land.
Yep. He went to an unknown land, not knowing where he was going to go.
Yeah.
But that's, that was to show his faith.
Yeah, that's why Yahawashi said, faith without works is dead.
Yeah. So, you got to do something, Jake, to prove that your faith is there. But we know you ain't going to hit the mark, but, hey, you got to aim for the moon, shoot for the stars, Jake. You gotta hit a certain point. You got to get on a certain level with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You can't just be saying you're going to do something and then not do it.
That's not excelling yourself. That's letting him excel you. It says, the more you exalt it, the more abound.
That's why the Lord said, don't make no oaths, don't make no swears or nothing. Just go with the flow, Jake. Just go with the spirit, and it's going to eventually put you where you need to be. If the Lord gave you that faith.
It says, Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. So that lets you know we're not living in a righteous land. Because the people are, it's going to say. It says, but when the wicked bear rule, which they are, and the Most High giving the earth to the hand of the wicked, so they are ruling, and the people, it says, the people mourn. That's why protest is out there. There's people mourning. I want this president to be. Why we gotta? Why we gotta go through these laws? Change the bearing arms law. Change women. We deserve to be have a right to abort children and all that, or have the right to wear our clothes. Be out there butt naked and shit, basically. The slut walking shit. They're crying out. This place is mourning and shit.
And they would though. If honestly these women could have it be out
here,
here, they would.
They would.
And they would have something to say about us looking at them.
Yeah.
Are you looking at me?
And I've seen some TikTok videos, woman butt naked walking to a convenience store.
Like just a thong on.
No, she's butt naked.
Just straight butt naked?
Butt naked, man,
God.
without no thong or nothing, man.
God damn.
And they just like, and you remember that one that happened in what was that, Florida, I think? She was on the table and they was trying to catch up on her and all that. Yeah, she came in there butt naked. And they started to, play with her and all that. Like the apostles say, well, they play toys, man. Women are play toys, man.
I don't know why you put some ketchup on this. Jacob, some of these motherfuckers.
No, she was at a restaurant. She was at a restaurant. She got up on the table and it was ketchup and fries and they just pour whatever they could on it. They put water on it, ketchup and fries and shit. Yeah. But still, like you said, that's animalistic.
I would have been like, bitch, I've just bought these fries. You can't have the fries, bitch. I would have just left them.
But what is a father supposed to say to a daughter like that? Well, what they do to you? I walked in she ain't gonna tell that.
That's embarrassing, man.
She ain't gonna tell her father she walked in butt naked and shit.
That motherfucker probably went up to the damn judge and was like, I'm changing my last name. Yeah. So, this bitch don't belong to me. Don't know it.
It says, and that's crazy. The next line says, verse says, whoso loveth wisdom rejoices his father, man. And that's why we rejoice in the Father, because he gave us knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Like, some of us were just out there, man. About to perish. Just out there doing dumb stuff. Jake do dumb stuff that he could have saved 10 years, 20 years of his life. Fuck, I should have never went to that store. Got into it with this bitch behind the counter and end up, hitting her, and now she's in critical condition in the hospital. And now I'm on case. Just kind of like, yeah, woman, whatever. Let me get my food and get out of here.
Yeah.
It says, company with harlot spendeth his substance. Jake can spend all his substance harlotry, into harlotry, man. That's what harlots want. They want money. That's what America wants. She wants money. Cops don't care about whether you doing wrong or not. They don't have a rehabilitation place. They used to think that was jail. Jail ain't no rehabilitation. They want your money. You gotta pay tickets. You gotta pay the court. All your fines may add up to $1,000 and shit. And they won't bother you no more. They go away for a little bit and then catch you again. And you gotta buy you gotta give money again. Like we said, if you're a lawyer, you know this man murder. He admitted it, but it's still a case, and a lawyer still defending his ass. He still be able to bail out of jail. So that's what kind of world we live in, man. There's no real correction in this place. So that's why they rebuked him. That they hated him. They rebuked him at the gate. It says the king by judgment established the land. That's how you establish the land, by judgment. You can't do this. Okay, when you father, there's rules in the household. He's like, okay, this is the laydown. You can't go out. You gotta be home by 10 o'clock. Well, I got a job. I work 11. Well, as soon as you get out, you gotta be in my house. If you come in late, the door is gonna be locked. What are they gonna do? They're gonna try to get through the window and shit. You're gonna have that locked. You got rules, man. I want my house cleaned every day when I come home. You gotta do it. That's why even the so-called white man got rules and shit. You can't do. His rules are like stupid. A lot of them. Hey, you can't come across that street. There's no cars here, man. But still, don't cross the street and get a ticket. Don't park here too long. You'll get a ticket. Damn, I'm moving my car right now. Well, we got to put a boot on it and shit. But the Most High is teaching us how to obey, through His word. Even obeying the system. It says, what it says, be subject to the Spirit. Be obedient. Yeah. Paul had to follow the Roman law. He had to tell them I'm a Roman too. I'm a Roman citizen. To a certain extent, It says, but he that receiveth gifts overthroweth it. Yeah. If you got a king and he said, hey, everybody eat and have a jolly good time and I'll be in my office or whatever, and y'all just don't, they're gonna tear up the kingdom, man. You tell your children that, hey, you don't have any parties here. Y'all can invite a few friends. That's a party. They're gonna turn that into a party, man. And the house is gonna be fucked up. You think they're gonna choose the best friends? They're gonna choose the wild friends that like to get high and drink and party and knock shit over. So Most High set structure in the truth. Can't go out wild and do whatever you want to. Why go to taking your children? Hey, you might take them to Disneyland and shit. You ain't connected with this shit. But you're gonna be telling them, hey, Mickey Mouse, you know that shit. Telling them what Disneyland is and shit. You might tell your family, hey, we ain't gonna celebrate Christmas. What's going on? It goes back to Nimrod. It goes back to Babylonian customs. What do they gotta do anything? We gotta return back to the Most High. I don't know about that. How do you know that's the truth? You gotta bear whatever has come of them, or she might want a divorce after that. We fall on the Most High, man, all the way through. That's why a lot of brothers don't have women and shit, because it's too much. It's too much. Them that have wives is we as though they had none. So there's judgment, man. Verse 6. Verse 5, a man that flatters his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet. Yeah, flattery in this land. America flatters our people. entertainment, platters filled with gifts, platter a new world, a new makeover of America and shit. There's going to be benefits. Taxes going to be cut. I think Kamala Harris said that one of her goals is to cut taxes and shit. So they'd be like, damn, man, why they even raise taxes in the first place? They raise taxes so much that even if they drop taxes, it'll still be hectic like it was when they had raised taxes before. Like Jake, to catch up with a system like this, you can't. You can't. Y'all can't even have a military. Y'all can't even grow to have a form of a military because somebody's going to disagree with this shit. Somebody's going to have a different opinion. Somebody's going to shoot something off to where the enemies are going to come in. Like, damn, man, how you going to test missiles in the water and shit? That's Esau's water, according to him. Like, no, we test missiles over here. You can't do that. The Black Panther Party, they had to get agreement to approval for Esau to bear arms. They couldn't go out and just bear arms themselves. What it say in the curses? You shall go to him for one of all things: food. What else it say? Food, water, clothing, everything, man. Even if you bought the material, made your own garments and own stuff, you have to get the material from the so-called white. It says, in the transgression of an evil man, there is a snare, but the righteous do sing and rejoice. Yeah, this whole world is a snare, man. Everything is a trap in this place. You know, they got an AutoZone, but they got a thing to where your car messes up. They looked up what is it, oil, Track 5 oil or something.
Take 5 oil.
Yeah, Take 5 oil. They found that they was messing with this car. You can't even trust the repairmen around the world, man. So-called legitimate companies and shit. They're trying to jack you. Like, damn, you can't trust them. Who can you trust? I'm not saying that they the go-to people. I'm just saying, according to this American world system setup, they make you pay for everything, man. Even part I had to buy back then, and then now they put them in. It used to come together. Now it comes separate, so I got to buy both of them parts and shit. Spend more money and shit, man. Like we said, when you buy a car, you drive off the lot, it becomes less right away. As soon as you drive off the lot, it just values. The gold that you have that's worth 10,000, you take it to a pawn shop, they're gonna offer you 500. It's not fair in this system, man. Unrighteous dealing, usury, you know, increasing things that are not theirs, man. That's how the so-called white man get down. So that's why the Most High said, "Hey, don't touch a lot of this stuff in America. Don't buy nothing. Don't hey, leave all this stuff alone, man. I'm about to destroy this stuff. Focus on this." And that's what's happening in the industry. Our people they broke. They getting killed every day, sacrificed. The Diddy cases and shit. They wearing dresses and shit in the industry. You know? The women are talking more shit than ever in the industry and shit. Talking about assholes and titties and shit. That's all the raps are talking about. Like, damn, there's not a submissive bone in those women, man. That's what America is. That's what is left in America today. Most I say, hey, separate from that shit, you know? And condemn, show my people their sins, their transgressions. Get that scripture up there. Try to close out. And what does it mean by that? Warn them. say warn them, man. 'Cause why? Why warn somebody? Why warn? Because it's judgment coming. I bet ain't no woman keeping up with the World War III. They don't want to. They don't want World War III. They don't want to think that it even exists. Like, yeah, you can shut that up. When Kamala Harris, oh wait, do that bitch a chance. She gonna turn around. She ain't gonna send me to the fucking war if she make it in. She's gonna protect black women. Y'all gonna be still drafted and shit. Cause she gotta listen to a higher power. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1, and it reads, cry aloud, spare not,
Spare not. Go ahead.
lift up thy voice like a trumpet,
Like the trumpet is blown, man. Go ahead.
and show my people their transgression.
Trumpet of war, a trumpet of pestilence, a trumpet, like it says, out of prophets will prophesy. And show my people their transgressions, man. Because in Christianity, our people can do anything. A lot of the first thing that comes out of Sufyan's mouth or Sexy Red's mouth is they're Christian. They believe in Jesus. Well, Jesus got my back, so I ain't worried about it. So you telling me the Son of God approves of that behavior? Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob their sins.
No? What's that last one? Psalms. Psalms 149. It's all on that one. It's worth it, man. I'm glad we don't go to the clubs no more. Like, the ratchet clubs no more, man. The ratchet house parties and stuff like that. I'm glad the Most High gave us this knowledge to not feel like we're missing out on something in this world. Oh, you had to be there, man. You had to be at that concert, man. Damn, man, that's gonna go down in history. Most High gonna wipe all this stuff away. Go ahead. Psalms 149 and
I did. I looked up 149. I wasn't there.
Psalms 149.
Yeah, let me check.
I gave Jacob the statutes, commandments.
Oh, that's
No, my bad. It's 147.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like 119, 147. Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Psalms 119.
Boston's been out on the highway almost 40 years, so there ain't no excuse, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 147, verse 19. And it reads, he showeth his word unto Jacob.
To Jacob, what is the word? He shows his judgment. Oh, it's going to say, go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
What do you think the judgments are? His statutes, his judgments. We're showing you that Most High is going to judge this place. He'll judge you if you're not right.
Verse 20, he hath not dealt so with any nation.
Yeah, they Most High ain't worried about these other nations. They doing a lot of stuff. They got attention on our neighborhood, selling us rat, cat, and dog. They selling, whatever. But still, if you get yourself right, you wouldn't be twisted into these nations. You got some Jasons going into China and marrying a Chinese woman and learn how to speak Chinese and take up her religion. Like, you supposed to be. We used to see a Jake pass by, and he used to be with the Mormons, looking at us side eye like you with the wrong. It's like a whole different animal walking with another different You
Say
doing
this
it.
where you with the ops.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, the opposition, man. Go ahead.
And as for his judgments, they have not known
They
them.
have not known them, man.
Praise ye the Lord.
Because they didn't know. They was feared the law, but they didn't know it was coming from the Most High. They thought it was man, basically man doing. Nah, it's judgment of the Most High. Stirring up men's heart to do the judgment that's coming to America. He's going to do it through men, but it's of the Most High. That don't mean Most High is carnal and he's a physical God. That's just playing. We're just the men that's playing out what he instructed them to do. So, hey, we just out here to warn you, man. We just messengers. The mailman coming around every day for this thing. That's the message. What follows this? The judgment, man. Listen. So we want to be exempt and get out of here before that happens. Simultaneously, you know. Yeah, we want to be on those ships. You know? So closing out, hopefully it's edifying, man. Once again, giving all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. You know, praising the Father, Yahawah, He is the being, the Son, He delivers, and the Holy Spirit. You know, and double honor to Apostle Elder Bishop Grace Millstone once again, and salutation to the brothers and sisters for the open elect and sincerity and truth, man. So, hey, pray that we get out of here, continue to fight and endure to the end.
Shalom.